Played out in the south suburbs as the mayor and police chief of Dixmoor are under fire from the village's own trustees. Those are just a couple of the controversies. A police commander is also in trouble. Eric Hong was at last night's meeting and has more.
Good morning. The board voted to suspend that police commander with pay. But when the topic turned to the mayor, who owes the village tens of thousands of dollars, things really got heated. Every seat taken at Dixmoor Village Hall as tempers flared. This meeting comes a week after Dixmoor Police Commander Ronald Burge Jr., the son of Police Chief Ronald Burge Sr., was charged with aggravated battery and official misconduct in connection with this arrest of a 66-year-old woman. The board voting to suspend Commander Burge with pay, pending a disciplinary hearing.
There's still an ongoing investigation into this matter. I cannot speak on it.
Also under fire, Mayor Yvonne Davis, who trustees say was overpaid nearly $64,000 over 2 years and said nothing. The mayor acknowledging a payroll error and has promised to reimburse the village by foregoing pay for the rest of her term.
I have been very open and honest with my constituents. I don't have anything to hide. I don't have access to payroll.
Adding to the turmoil, a lawsuit filed this week by two trustees, Fitzgerald Roberts and Tony Mitchell, who are suing the village and Chief Burge, alleging a pattern of harassment by police after they called for an investigation into village finances.
I am currently working on obtaining a loan to pay off the full balance.
At the meeting, the village treasurer said the mayor has essentially paid back about $10,000, leaving about $50,000 still owed. In Dixmoor, Eric Hong, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
4 hospitals on Chicago's South Side are teaming up to form their own hospital system. Those are Mercy, St. Bernard, South Shore, and Advocate Trinity. The goal of the $1.1 billion merger is to improve access to health care. The deal calls for building 1 new hospital and building at least 6 community health centers.
Airline workers in Kansas are blaming Chicago-based Boeing for layoffs, which could come at any moment. The layoffs at the Spirit Parts plant in Huntington, Kansas, come as a result of the temporary halt in production of Boeing 737 MAX jet. Spirit employees are being told the affected workers would be notified by phone prior to their final shift.
It's definitely nerve-wracking. I've got a wife and a young child, and the layoffs more than anything scare me just because I lose my insurance.
Spirit says it will pay laid-off workers for 60 days. After that, they'll be able to apply for unemployment. Boeing says the temporary halt in 737 MAX production could last 2 to 3 months.
New this morning, there is a growing push to have bar hours extended in Milwaukee ahead of this summer's Democratic National Convention. Now, right now, last call at bars is 2 a.m., but many owners want that push to 4 a.m. One Wisconsin lawmaker wants municipalities to have the power to extend bar hours without state approval.
Okay, a lot of partying up in Milwaukee. 4:48 as we get you started on this Friday morning. Yeah, we're dealing with a mess out there right now, Tracy.
Really are. Most areas are getting rain and drizzle at this point. You get farther to the west, and we're still getting some snow that's being reported out around DeKalb right now. Into Elgin, still reporting snow there, and up toward Marengo. But we're getting more of a push of this precipitation to turn to rain, mainly across some of the northern suburbs now. Over in northwest Indiana, you've transitioned to rain, still occasionally a little bit of a mix around Oak Forest. 35 degrees Des Plaines, 35 in Oak Lawn, 35 also in Maryville. So boots, because it is really sloppy out there. And because we are going to have rain and drizzle even into the afternoon, I would encourage you to take the umbrella with you today. So this morning, we will continue to see primarily rain, some snow still far west, and I do have more snow in the forecast tonight. Ross?
Well, right now we're looking at a lot of rain out there on the system, and Storm Tracker Live making their way outbound on the Jane Addams I-90 in the Arlington Heights area. Very light traffic volume out there. I'm not seeing too many cars in either direction, but you get a little bit farther northwest, eastbound on 90, just past Powers Road, and we still have 2 lanes blocked with a crash. This crash is involving a semi and another car, so they could be out there with that for a little while. It is causing a small backup in the the area. Big picture, not too many folks out there on the road, so not too many problems. Off the expressways, couple things happening in the city. In Humboldt Park, we're just hearing about a crash on Grand Avenue at Keeler. Chicago police are responding to that. And pretty close to the Kennedy Expressway, we've got traffic signals malfunctioning at Logan and Western. So not causing any problems right now getting onto or off of the Kennedy, but we'll keep an eye on it for you. Tanya and Mark.
Okay, Roz, thank you. Time now is 4:50 on your Friday morning. Coming up, a rude welcome for Patrick Kane in St. Louis ahead of an all-star weekend.
Plus, the love and excitement from the Sox brass at Sox Fest as it kicks off today.
This week, the countdown is on.